The current talk of town is the trip of the President and the government of Kenya to China to look for funding for the next phase of SGR that was supposed to go to Kisumu. I know everyone is talking about how the funding was not given. But if you look at the positive angle, the government and the president was able to get 67 billion shillings for Konza data centers and some smart cities designed for Konza, and some other capital-intensive projects that are supposed to enable our country reach our 2030 dream. We all want to develop. We all want to move forward. And Africa as a continent is changing every day, is growing every day. The middle class is growing. More people are getting jobs. More people are getting educated. And our countries are moving toward the first world. Today, I would like to talk about the advantages that you get, especially when Konza comes into place, where investment is concerned. What opportunities am I going to get as a Kenyan, as an investor, as a business person, if I was to look for investment opportunities in Konza? This is Real Estate in Kenya with Reuben Kimani. Konza Technology City was conceptualized in the year 2008. It has taken quite some time to take off. But the good news is there are things that are already going on in the city. For example, there's a 10-story structure that's supposed to house the administration block for the Konza Technology City management. It is already in place. If you look at phase 1, for example, they're already doing roads. Electricity has been done. This is a dream that has been slow, but one day it will come true. Konza was designed to house 410,000 people. This is a smart city. And in my own view, the future of Africa and the future of the world is smart cities. That's why you have Dubai, Singapore, Shenzhen in China, which is very successful. The coming generation of young Kenyans most likely will move to smart cities. Konza is just the beginning. The city is also supposed to provide 17,000 jobs. We are talking about so many government agencies that will be taken there. We are talking about companies like Samsung, Huawei, without forgetting Safaricom, which had expressed interest in setting up their care center, which has more than 1,000 people. When these people come in, they'll need a place to live, a place to call a home. So we are talking about a whole new development. New jobs will be created. All those thousands of people who will be living there will need something to eat. They'll need a way of transport. They'll need somewhere to stay. They'll need water. They'll need all those things that we consume here in town. So those are the opportunities that will come around. So what we are talking about is an array of opportunities, many opportunities. In Kenya, most Kenyans may not know, unless you are very keen to follow up on development news. Roads that are being done, universities that are being built, cities that are coming up, and all these developments. Sometimes we don't get them a lot in our media, but it is upon you to look for them. So Konza is supposed to be a place where all of us would like to go, especially I'm a young person. I would like to live in a city that is well built. I would like to feel like I'm Singapore when I'm Kenya, when I'm in Dubai, when I'm Kenya. And that one is Konza for you. With all the slow pace, I know there's a lot of lack of confidence in the city. But this is a slow process, but in the next 5 to 10 years, you'll be able to see a lot of change. So, what is it there for us? As a Kenyan, as an investor, what did you get if you engage yourself, if you look for investment opportunities in Konza? Konza for me, as a real estate developer, someone who has a lot of interest and a lot of experience in this real estate sector, Konza for me is supposed to have the biggest capital gains when you look at investment. When you look at investment, you look at how much you can get over a period of time. We are looking at buy a property at an amount X, 100,000, in 5-10 years, how much will it be worth? Because Konza is supposed to be a city, just like the way you have Nairobi, Mombasa, and maybe other smart cities in the world. What we have there is an opportunity, and in the next 5 years it become a city. Assuming you buy a property 5 kilometers from Konza or 10 kilometers, we are talking about owning a property that is like a borrowed in the current Nairobi setup. That is the opportunity that is there, but it's a long-term opportunity, 5, 10, 15 to 20 years. So I'm calling upon, especially if you'd like an investment in real estate, this is a perfect place to put your money. And remember, nothing happens overnight. You don't achieve success overnight. You achieve it over a long period of time. Wisdom is required. In real estate, we talk about location. You need to know where you need to invest your money in. And that's why we are telling you about Konza. Find ways of getting something in Konza. This is Real Estate in Kenya with Reuben Kimani.